Good morning, everyone. It is Friday, March 8th, 2019. We are finishing the week in the red. The market has just been selling off all week. Monday, obviously, you had that bloodbath and SPY. It creeps up to the 282 resistance level and just hasn't looked back since. It's just been dumping and it's actually continued to dump pre-market. I think it's sitting at 274 right now. It just may continue to be falling throughout the day. It will eventually find some support, probably in the low 273s, maybe a little bit further. I mean, it's been pulling back obviously for quite a while, but this is a little bit bigger of a pullback than normal. That being said, we got some nice continuations for today's session, so let's get into it. We have NVCR. This thing obviously has been selling off since the 4th and putting in lower highs and lower lows. So until it tells us otherwise, it's just gonna, we got this to the downside, and I'm just gonna keep writing it down. Like I said, until this thing tells you otherwise, might as well keep enjoying the profits. Next up, we have DVA. This is another one that's been fading off. It's been dropping quite hard. On the daily on the screen, the bottom right, you have looking like support at 48.25. So we have another couple dollars to go, another 2 points hopefully to the downside again. Lower highs, lower lows until the stock tells you otherwise. Keep writing it down. Next up, Wayfair. These guys are just, you have a lot of room. I mean, it's clearly putting in that resistance on the when did I put it on the first actually, and that's just been fading down. You can see this curl to the downside. It has plenty of room, obviously, to the 140 level. Is it going to fill the gap? I'd probably not, but definitely have you have maybe 35, 40, I'd say about maybe at $20 to the downside. That being said, obviously lower highs, lower lows until the stock curls up and puts in a new trend. Enjoy the downside. You know how it behaves. Obviously keep your stops nice and tight. You respect the VWAP. You can enjoy the drop. This has a ATR of almost 8 points, so this is something that moves, and when it moves very, very nicely. Next up, we have HA. HA again, lower highs and lower lows. It tried to break up on top of VWAP yesterday morning. Got stuffed out a couple of times. VWAP held it at the end of the day, and it's just been fading out. So we like this to the downside again. TNTM, it's been obviously trading in that channel. Still has I'd say a little, maybe $1 or so. You're going to find a little bit of support from a gap up day. Then you have obviously that gap to fill. But I anticipate another red day for TNTM. WBA, again, fading down. You had that gap down on what was it, on yesterday, 2 days ago, and I'm sorry, on the 1st. And it traded sideways for a couple of days, faded down on the 7th, and pre-market is just dumping some more. So we anticipate another day of falling. WTW, Weight Watchers. They hired Oprah a couple years ago, tried to get try to get some sales into the company, and you can see, as you can zoom out, it spiked up in July, had that resistance at the 110 level, and right now it's trading at $19 in less than 8 months. So what does that tell you? Things aren't looking good for Weight Watchers. It's just a falling knife, and just might as well enjoy it while it goes down. And they have an ATR of 239, so plenty of room to fall. SSYS, gap down yesterday, tried to get above VWAP right after 10 o'clock, then got stuffed out of VWAP, and it's just been holding. VWAP's been holding it down all morning, lower highs and lower lows. Yeah, there's a little bit of action pre-market, not much clearly, but it just, closing at the low of the day is definitely going to, kind of show you that it's a day 2 continuation. So we got our eyes set on this one. All right, guys, we have 8 stocks going into watch list today on Friday. Friday, it's obviously a very volatile day, so trade safe, stick to your stops. Again, guys, if you want to learn about these setups, where to put on your positions on these charts or any other charts, I encourage you to check out our 90-day trading course. There's a link below in the description area. Click that and we'll get you started. All right, guys, enjoy the day, make some money, and finish out the week strong. All right, guys, take care.